Good morning, students. Today we'll start our next chapter. Don't forget to mention your name, class, section, and roll number below in the comment section. Watch the video carefully.
The soldiers marched towards Delhi. The English officer in Delhi made a futile attempt to arrest the advance of the revolutionaries. The rebel declared Bahadur Shah Zafar II to be their king. Within 4 or 5 days, they captured Delhi. Sir John Nicholson recaptured Delhi in September 1857. Thousands of people and soldiers were tortured in several ways and put to death under the supervision of General Neil. Bahadur Shah Zafar was arrested and sentenced to life imprisonment and deported to Rangoon, where he died in 1862. His 2 sons were shot dead before his eyes. Thus did the once powerful Mughal Empire meet its inglorious end. Then is Awadh. The revolt of Lucknow was led by Hazrat Mahal, the Begum of Awadh. She was wife of Wazid Ali Shah. Begum Hazrat Mahal organized an all-out attack on the British and besieged General Henry Lawrence and other Englishmen in the Residency. Sir Henry Lawrence was shot dead. Lucknow was recaptured in 1858 by British officers under the leadership of General Campbell. The Begum shipped away to Nepal. Then Kanpur. At Kanpur, Nana Sahib declared himself to be the Peshwa. He was the adopted son of Peshwa Bajirao II. He was a brave and determined general. He led the revolt and captured the fort. His able commander, Tatya Tope, was known for his sense of patriotism and his skill in guerrilla warfare. All Britishers, women and children included, were executed. The English succeeded in recapturing the city. Nana Sahib escaped to Nepal and thence into the hills where he died later. Then Bihar. In Bihar, the rebellion was led by Kumar Singh, Raja of Jagdishpur. They had many encounters with the British and took over Azamgarh. Later on, Kumar Singh joined Nana Sahib but received a fatal wound while fighting and died in April 1858. Then Jhansi. In central India, the revolt was led by Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi. She was supported by Tatya Tope, the commander of Nana Sahib's forces. Both of them put off stiff resistance against the English. However, when all the chances of victory ended, the Rani escaped and joined Tatya Tope at Kalpi. Their combined forces were defeated in Gwalior. The Rani died in June 1858, fighting bravely till the end. When she was killed in action, Sir Hugh Rose, the commander of the victorious British forces, paid her the highest compliment when he said that she was the only man among the rebels. Suppression of the revolt. The Britishers had a strategy to reduce or to limit the revolt. Nizam of Hyderabad, Begum of Bhopal, and King of Nepal helped Britishers. Delhi was recovered by Nicholson. Governor General was helped by his best commanders. Many villages were burned, and all the revolutionaries were killed and were died, like Rani Lakshmi Bai, Tatya Tope, Kumar Singh, Bhagat Singh, etc. And at the end, in 1859, the Britishers were very powerful as they restored their rule and order in India. Then failure causes. There were many reasons why the revolt of 1857 did not succeed. Not chance but certain inherent shortcomings were responsible for this failure. Some of these reasons were as follows. The revolt was not as widespread as it sometimes portrayed. It could not embrace the entire country and became an all India struggle. Sindh, Rajputs, Kashmir, and Punjab did not took part in it. The Sikh Rajput battalions remained loyal and helped the British to suppress the revolt. Then the revolutionaries were poorly organized. They had no common plan of action. The revolutionaries lacked resources like men, money, etc. Then, effect of revolts. The revolt was crushed, but the sacrifices had not been made in vain. A landmark in the history of British India, it produced far-reaching consequences. It ended the long period of misrule of the East India Company. The entire Indian Empire was placed directly under the British crown. Queen Victoria was proclaimed the Empress of India. The rule of Mughals and that of Peshwas came to an end. The post of Governor General was done away with. Viceroys were now put in charge of the Indian Dominion. The Indian rulers were assumed that their state would no longer be taken over. They were also given the authority to declare their adopted son as their legal heir. Side by side with the English, Indians were also promised high positions according to their merits. Queen Victoria's Proclamation. A proclamation was issued by Queen Victoria when she assumed responsibility for governing India. So, this was the complete chapter of the Revolt of 1857. I hope you understood the chapter. That's all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.